If you're a registered nurse or hold any other license and you've been arrested for a DUI, you're probably terrified. You're probably thinking, oh my God, will I lose my license? Will I lose my career? Will I lose everything I've worked so hard for? Don't be afraid. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps which you need to take to protect your future and your career. First, let's talk about the implications of a DUI arrest on your professional license. In some instances, you will need to report that arrest to your licensing agency. If you're a vocational nurse, for example, you have a duty to report the arrest within 30 days. Other licensing agencies, like the Board of Registered Nursing, only require reporting of a conviction. A DUI arrest can also trigger a driver's license suspension. You have the right to request a hearing before the Department of Motor Vehicles, but you have to make that request within 10 days or you will lose your driver's license. You were likely handed a pink form. On the back of that form are the phone numbers to call to request that hearing. Do not miss that deadline. Another form that you should have received is a promise to appear in court. Do not miss that court date or a warrant can be issued for your arrest. Your first court appearance is called the arraignment. That is the date in which you are notified of the charges against you in a criminal complaint. That is also the date that a judge will ask you if you have an attorney or if you plan to hire one. Your other option is to have the public defender appointed. However, you must qualify for that service. If you have already hired an attorney, that attorney can appear for you in court, depending on the circumstances of your arrest. On the criminal side, a DUI can have the following implications: probation, jail time, which can be served on alternative sentencing, and a court fine. You also will likely have to enroll and complete a DUI program. But as a nurse in California, you have a second problem. Your license is on the line. In California, vocational nurses and registered nurses must report a conviction within 30 days, or they can face discipline for failure to report. And even if you don't report it, the Department of Justice sends their own notification. The Board of Registered Nursing or any other licensing agency isn't just looking at the fact that you suffered a conviction. The licensing agency will typically look at, was there a pattern of conduct? Do you have any priors? They will look at the nature and the circumstances to determine whether you posed a danger to the public. And they will also look at evidence of rehabilitation or acceptance of responsibility. Licensing agencies are primarily focused on protecting the public. And that's why how you handle the reporting is essential to protecting your license. So what can you do to protect yourself? First things first, get legal help and find someone who specializes in professional license defense, not just a criminal defense attorney. The second thing you can do is be proactive about rehabilitation. Attend some AA meetings, get into some therapy, do some continuing education courses that relate to the incident. For example, ethics or substance abuse. This can show the board that you take this matter seriously. Another thing you can do is gather character evidence. Get letters from colleagues. This will help prove to the board that this one mistake does not define your career. And the last thing you can do, and the most important, is don't miss any deadlines. If the board reaches out to you via letter, email, phone call, respond to them, or make sure someone else does. Missing deadlines can make matters much worse, and that's why it's important to have an attorney on your side right away so they can ensure that you don't miss anything. All right, let's bust a couple of common myths. Myth number 1, it's my first DUI. The board won't care. Do not make that mistake. Depending on the nature and the circumstances of your DUI offense, they can absolutely take formal discipline against your license, even for a first-time DUI. Myth number 2, if I don't report it, they won't find out. As I discussed earlier, the Department of Justice sends their own notification to every licensing agency of your arrest and your conviction. So don't fall into that mistake of not reporting it. Failure to report is its own basis for disciplining your license. Myth number 3, hiring an attorney makes me look guilty. That could not be further from the truth. In fact, having an attorney on your side can mean the difference of no discipline versus severe restrictions on your ability to practice. One DUI does not have to affect your nursing career. If you're a nurse facing a DUI, don't wait. Contact someone that specializes in licensing defense. We've helped many medical professionals save their licenses and careers. You don't have to go through this alone. Thank you for listening. My name's Nicole Valentine, and I'm the managing attorney of the Professional License Division at Goyette, Ruano, and Thompson, where we help licensees like you save your careers. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and share to others who may be facing this same situation.